Uh, Mahesh, can we start? Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Vasundhara, are you trying to speak? No, I can't hear you, Vasundhara. Can anybody hear Vasundhara?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
I am audible. Can you hear Instructor Vasundhara's voice?
No,
No,
rather
sir.
than your voice, I cannot hear anyone.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I think it's good time to start. Hello, everyone. I'm Srikanth Venkatesan, one of the course instructors in IIT MBS degree program. So in today's session, we will try to cover all the diploma level courses. Okay. So we will show you what the course contents are, what is the grading policy, and what are the reference materials for each of the courses. We will do that in order. Okay. So we will start with Math 2 and then Signals and Systems. And then we will move to the other courses, Analog. So there are control system. So we'll do each of the courses in order. Okay, so I can see very few instructors. Like I can see Tony joined. So Tony, would you like to say something to the audience?
No, when after signals and analog, I will talk.
Okay, yeah, thanks. So there are, we'll also do the orientation for Intro to Python, DSP, and DSD, Digital System Design, sensors and applications. Tony, are we doing sensors and applications and control engineering also? Do you have any idea of this?
Sensors we are doing. Vasundhara madam is doing.
Okay.
Control, I am not sure.
Okay. Anyway, we'll just wait for 2 more minutes. Let me check the instructors for Math 2. All right. So then we will do one thing. Let us start with signals and systems first, and then move to Math 2. Okay. So just give me a minute. Let me share my screen. Uh, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
All right. On Zoom, I hate them. I don't know why we do. Okay, so yeah, all set. What are you there? I can't scroll between the slides. Is there any issue with the sharing?
क्या है ना पहले नाम था रजियो बट हमने एफिडेविट पर खरीदी है नाम प्रमाणित के
Yeah, okay. Okay,
अच्छा
okay.
इनका 45,000 इसका क्या रहा
Can I request everybody,
क्या बता रहे थे अभी
please be on mute unless you have any queries, please. All right. Okay, so let us begin with the orientation session for signals and systems. So let me introduce the course support team for you. So this course has been taught by Professor Lakshmi Narasimhan from the Electrical Engineering Department, IIT Madras. Okay, so supporting him are two course instructors. So myself, Srikant Venkateshan, and another course instructor will be Vishal Raj. So both of us are from IIT Madras. So feel free to reach out to us on the Discourse platform using the IDs that are provided here. Okay. And coming to the topics that we are going to cover in signals and systems, the course is primarily divided into 6 modules. Okay. So starting with continuous and discrete time signals. So we'll study signals that vary over time. Okay. And continuous time signals are defined for every moment in the time, like right? Like a sine wave or cos wave or something like that. While the discrete time signals are majorly the samples of the continuous. So we'll study signals first. So our first module will be on signals and understand how the signal is represented in a wave form or a graphical form and the mathematical form. And then the next module we will focus on the systems, analog and digital systems. So we will learn about the systems that process signals. So once we know what signals are, then we kind of talk about systems and what happens to a signal when it goes into the system, what was the output like. So these kind of things we will explore. And again, we will do both analog and digital together. Okay. And the third module, we will talk about a special system which is called linear and time invariant. In short, it is called LTI systems. So these systems are both linear and are time invariant. So within the course, we'll discuss what this linear system is and what time invariant systems. And we will try to understand the design and analysis and design of the LTI systems. Okay, and especially this is a crucial part in signals and systems. So LTI systems are very, very crucial. So third module, you should definitely be clear, very, very clear. And next in the fourth module, we will talk about the sinusoids and sinusoid forms. And basically sinusoid forms are the backbone of signal analysis. Okay, so we will explore real valued sinusoids like cosine, sine and all. And then also if possible, we will also explore the exponential part a bit in the live sessions. Okay, and next in the last two modules, we will focus on Fourier analysis and Laplace analysis. Fourier analysis basically allows us to break down the signals into their frequency component using Fourier series and Fourier transforms. Okay, so this is a key technique for understanding the frequency domain. And yeah, so it's like a tool for us, which we will use to understand more about the signal in the system. Okay, and then a Laplace analysis actually builds on Fourier methods, and it will also enable us to analyze wider range of signals and systems. Okay, so these are the 6 major modules that we will be discussing in the course signals and systems. And if you have seen, if you know earlier, each of these topics are interconnected. Okay, and plays a crucial role in understanding how signals and systems function. Okay, so our expectation from a student is by the end of this course, you will definitely be mastering in this topics, as well as you will be equipped to analyze and design systems used in the fields like communication and signal processing. Okay, so majorly these are the topics that we are going to cover in signals and systems. And coming to lectures and the live sessions, so lectures will take approximately 2.5 hours per week. Okay, and you are expected to dedicate around 10 hours weekly for overall effort. Okay, which includes all your practice and solving assignments and everything. Okay, and additionally, we will have 2 live sessions per week, and each of them last for 2 hours, and where we can discuss and clear our doubts. Okay, and the main important thing is how should you approach this course? So what's your learning strategies? Okay, so what you have to do is you have to watch the videos first, and then try solving the practice assignment problems, and then go and attack the graded assignments. And also there are graded programming assignments which are called GRPAs, and I will discuss this in detail in the next slide. So GRPAs are also important to practice and submit. Okay, and while you do this problems, whether they are practice, graded or graded GRPAs, you will be getting a lot of doubts, right? So where will you clear those doubts? So there are 2 platforms where you can clear. One is the live sessions where you can come ask us the doubts, and the other one is the discourse which I mentioned. So you can just tag us in the discourse along with your query, and we will respond within 6 hours or at max of 1 day. Okay, so yeah, now I just wanted to talk about GRPS a little bit. So in this particular course, there are 5 GRPA assignments. Okay, and the frequency will be, you will be seeing the GRPS or the deadlines will be once every 2 weeks, and we will start this from week 4. So now you can think of like week 4 you will get the first assignment, week 6 you will get the second, and 8, 10 and 12 you will get the third final assignment. And where you have to submit these assignments, it's not on our portal. It's basically you have to use the MATLAB, and you have to submit them via the MathWorks grader platform. Okay, so we will explain this once you come into the course in the live sessions, or a separate session will be, we will take a separate session where we explain what all things needs to be done for submitting this GRPS. Okay, and definitely these assignments will give you a good understanding of the concepts that you learn in the course, and this is essential for you guys. Okay, And yeah, finally, what you should do to succeed in this particular course. Okay, so what you need to do basically. So you need to actively participate by submitting all the GAs and GRPs. Okay, and attending 2 quizzes and completing the end term, which are conducted at your nearest TCS centers. And finally, attending the in-person lab session at IIT Madras. Okay, so these all these. Sorry. Can everybody please be on mute? I will take the questions at the end. Okay, so you can ask me if you have any questions at the end. All right. So these are most important things that you have to do in our particular course. Okay. And coming to the grading policy, prerequisite to this course is electrical and electronic circuits, which is EEC course. Okay. And total credits for the course is 4+1. And that 1 is for the lab component. Okay. So whatever you come in person to the campus and do the lab, only then you will get the 5 credits. And the eligibility for the final exam, we have slightly modified this, requires a minimum of 40 out of 100 in the weekly assignments. And we are going to take best 5 out of the first 7 assignments, not the 9 assignments. Okay. So the first 7 assignments are crucial for you guys now. And also you have to attend one of the quizzes, any one of the quizzes to get the eligibility for the final exam. And to obtain the final course grade, so this is also very important. It's not only attending the end term exam, you should also attend the in-person lab, which is happening in IIT Madras. Okay, so only then you will get the final grade for Signals and Systems course. And continuing, this is very much the same you have. So your final score is based on 4 major components: graded assignments, quizzes, the end term exam, and the GRPS. Okay. For the graded assignments, we will calculate the average score of your best 10 assignments out of the first 11 GS. Okay. And for the quizzes and the final exam, the scores will be taken out of 100. So whatever the score you get, we will normalize it to 100, and that will be your quiz 1, quiz 2, and final scores. And finally, for the GRPA component, we will compute the total score from your best 4 assignments out of the 5 GRPAs you have. Okay, so each carries 25 marks, and all 4 scores will be added to get a total out of 100. So that will be your GRPA score. And regarding the weightages of each component, GS contribute 10%, GRPS contribute 10%, and the remaining 80% is distributed between the quizzes and the end term, which you can see it on the screen. Okay, so this is the grading policy for Signals and Systems course. If there is any change in the grading policy, we will inform you. Okay, and the information will also be very, very prior. Like it will not be at the end of the course. Okay, so within 1 week or 2 weeks, you can expect if there is any change. Mostly there won't be any change. If at all there is a change, we will let you. Okay, and finally, what are the references for this course? So this course is primarily based on the lecture videos and the assignments available on the portal. Along with this, the textbook that we recommend is Linear Systems and Signals
Just
by
now it started, right? Session.
yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm joining late. So this is on based on which course now? Starting
This
this is
is
first
Signals
course.
and Systems. Can
Okay.
you, if you are late, can you just view on the YouTube, please?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Thank you. Sorry
yeah,
for interrupting.
yeah. Thanks. So yeah, so the textbook that we recommend is Linear Systems and Signals by BP Latte and Roger Green. Okay, and if you still feel you need more material or you need more practice to solve more and more problems, you can actually refer to Signals and Systems by Oppenheim and Wilski. Okay, so this is all about Signals and Systems. Thank you all for your attention, and I hope this particular slides has clarified the course structure and the expectations from a student. Okay, and I hope we will have a productive term ahead. Thank you again. I would be happy to answer any questions if you have. You can raise your hand. I will call out your name and I can take up the questions. Yes, Sachin.
Namaste, sir.
Yes.
So I just wanted to know if the offline exam will be a pen and paper exam or multiple choice questions.
How was it earlier? It was objective, right?
Yeah, it was pen and paper, I believe.
Oh, signals and systems is pen and
No, no,
paper, is it?
no.
Objective
No,
only.
sir.
Objective,
It was
objective.
objective.
It was objective only. So there is no change in that. It will be objective.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Madhur.
Yeah, hi sir. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to know about the grade percentage for the in-person lab component and how will it be added?
See, that is what. So grade, the in-person lab will only be affect your credit. Okay, so that is mandatory thing to get the credits and the grade. Okay, so the in your final score, it won't affect.
Okay, so like if I attend my lab,
Hmm.
let's say I get some 80% marks in my
Hmm.
quiz, or
Hmm.
like overall compiled,
Hmm.
and if I attend the lab, so it would be like 4 credits of my 80% plus 1 credit of my lab component.
No, 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 no. So the total grade is just dependent on 4 components which I have explained, right? So in that there is no lab part separately. So lab has been introduced recently, and that will affect your credits, only the credit, and it is mandatory to get your grade. So you have to come in person here. You have to perform the lab in front of us, and we will be there to help you out. So it's not that you fail in that lab,
Yeah,
but
so
it is yeah.
Yeah, so sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to ask, like, let's say I'm calculating my GPA, so it would be my grade which I've obtained in my overall course times 4 plus 1, right? Or it would be 8 times 5.
Ah. Okay, so okay, for this I am not very sure, but since we have mentioned it as 4 plus 1, maybe it will be whatever the grade you get is multiplied by 4. Okay, I'm not sure. I will let you know, Mother. So maybe as of now, I'm not very sure about what 4 plus 1 is. Okay. So whatever is told to me is 4 is for your course and 1 is for the lab. So if you attend the lab, then you will get the whole 5 credits and it will just multiply to your grade, whatever you get in the
Okay,
course.
that means lab is just for attendance purposes. It's not for graded purposes.
Uh, I presume that is what it is. But let me just reconfirm. Tony, do you have any idea on this?
Actually, for DSP, there is lab, but
Hmm.
4 plus 1 we are giving, we are not considering the in-person lab.
Right.
Online labs, whatever we have done in MATLAB grader, that is considered, and total 5 credits are given. For DSP,
Okay.
it is like that.
So same goes with signals and systems also, Mother. See, whatever the score or the grade that affects is the score, right? These 4 components affects your grade. So in this, you can clearly see that whatever GRPS, it takes some 10%, and GS takes some 10%, and rest of them are just quizzes and end term scores. And
Okay.
lab is like, it's like your attendance, some kind of attendance. You can think of it like.
Okay, so it's not graded, it's like a majorly attending purpose lab kind of.
Right, right. You just have to come in front of us and perform the experiment in front of us or the assignment in front of us and submit them. If you are unable to do it, we are there to help you and make you do it. That's it. So we will help you to do it. Ultimately, all the students who attend the lab will be able to do it.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like an attendance. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir, I
Yeah,
have a
thanks.
doubt.
Just a second. If you have a doubt, please raise your hand. I will call out your name. Yeah, Abraham Joy Rajendra Kumar.
Ma'am, sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
I was wondering if the in-person lab, because in sequence systems we have an in-person lab, because last term I did the sequence systems, there was no lab.
No, there
This
was no
term will
lab.
be-
Yeah,
But in this term, will we get lab or not?
will be there. So from now on, there will be a lab component.
Okay.
Yeah, Arunya.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, I want to know basically I have my second college also, right? So, what the problem is I can't attend lab. I mean, every time in the year. So I have only one period left with me, December, January labs. These periods my college is free, so that time I can come to lab. So I can miss 2 terms of the labs to attend this.
See, these logistics, I am not very sure, Arunya. You just have to ask the support team for this. So how many terms you can miss, and they will accommodate you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Bersan Meshak.
Sir, I have a doubt. What if I'm not able to attend in-person lab this term, but I cleared all the other components like I end
So
term, everything else?
then it will be like you'll get a grade like IOP. It's like you haven't finished your lab part yet. It's like incomplete in with respect to the lab part.
So
Once
can
you
I
finish,
just attend the lab next term, not
yeah,
to complete it? Hello?
okay. So yeah, so that is what I'm not very sure about how many terms you can miss the lab. So there is some criteria. You cannot miss more than one term or 2 terms. So you just have to check this with support team. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So is there any query with Arunya? So if your doubt is clear, can you just lower your hand, please? Migul?
Oh, yes. Good evening.
Yes, Migul.
I want to ask one thing that while we are done with this course, signal and system, it will be good enough so that we can practice for gate and EAC questions like that. Because in electronic system thinking circuit, I think there were some topics which were left. I would say the network analysis was not completely. We have gone through the syllabus. We only used the major part that we're going to use in electronics. So I just want to ask, will the course will be rigorous on theoretical side or numerical side this
It
time,
is
including
more
the
of,
labs?
yeah, it is more of application, like mathematical side.
Mathematical. I mean,
Yeah.
will there going to be the you people were going to give us a lot of numericals with the solution, like solving with us, or it will just going to be like a course and then we have to deal with that, like where we stand, how Fourier goes, how Laplace goes, how inverse Z and Z. I mean, there is like not up to me. Somewhere I feel like that. That's why I'm
Okay,
just asking.
so that is why this GRPAs will help you out. So you can have an intuition of how these things are working. So basically,
Okay.
We'll start with basic things like you just have to write a code to shift the signal. Okay. The transforms and everything. So once you write and visually see at the graphs and everything, you will get a sense
Yes.
of what exactly is happening. So like that, all the 5 assignments will cover mostly whatever we study in this particular course. Okay. So when we study Fourier series and Fourier transforms, so there is an assignment separately on Fourier transforms. Okay. So yeah. So that way
Thank you very
GRPAs
much.
help you out.
That means we can trouble you a lot on the
Yes.
way if we didn't get anything.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. Abraham Joy, do you still have a doubt or?
Yeah,
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we already finished the signals and system. Still, we have to do this term, we have to do the lab for it.
So when did you finish the signals and systems course?
Now, sir, this December 22nd.
Then you have to do the lab.
Only the lab?
Right. Only the lab. You have already finished the course, right?
Yes, sir.
Course is done from.
We finished the
So
course.
then I think Jan 4, 5, and there are a few other dates. You have to come to the campus and do the lab part, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So the details and the schedule will be shared with you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Amit.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
One doubt, sir, regarding this lab and all. Suppose, like, if I want to increase my grade later, means suppose I have taken EEC, I have cleared the lab also. It means this Jan I'm coming, Jan 4 I'm coming. Suppose if I want to increase my grade in lab, so I can opt it, or I can take only lab, or again I have to repeat a theory also for that.
No. So that is what. That is why it is 4+1 kind of thing. You have already got the 4 credits with you.
Yeah.
You just have to finish this lab separately, and therefore you will get the whole 5 credits and the grade for the course.
Okay, sir. That basically that because this term I will be clearing my foundation. Next time we're going to join diploma. So embedded C is there. It will include in diploma or foundation.
So embedded C, I came to know that you can do it along with the diploma. Actually, the course is in foundation.
Previously,
but
that only happened. I was planning to take in this term, but something they were telling that you have to take in diploma. So I didn't knew what happened there.
So the course was in foundation, but you can do that course along with the diploma courses. So there is a slight flexibility to that particular.
Okay, sir. So what will you prefer, sir? With embedded, any other courses like?
With embedded C, you can go with Math 2. If you are done with EEC, then you can choose signals and systems.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, all right. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just hold on, guys. Yes. Let's do this quickly. There are other courses also. Amin?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Not Amit. Amin.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sir, in signal system, I got only 34 marks.
Hmm.
Is lab mark is added to it?
See, 34 is like fail, right? You would have already got the grade also.
U grade.
Yeah. So once it is U grade, you have to repeat the whole course again.
Oh, so lab mark is not added to it.
No.
Okay.
Surya Narayana?
Yeah, sir, I want to repeat the course signal systems for improving my grade. I'm coming to the in-person lab this Jan 4th. What do you think? If I repeat it, do I have to again come back and do the lab again?
No, not required. See, once you do lab once, you will get a grade. For improvement thing, you just have to do the course. Not even course, yeah. You just have to give the quizzes and enter, and you can improve.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
So no need to attend assignments also.
Yes, sir, I understand that.
Yeah, you
have to
understand, right? Those 4 components, you have to make sure that you get more than what you got earlier. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Anirban Roy.
Sir, actually, I've already got the final grade for signal and systems on this term. So will it change after I attend the lab, or this is the final?
No, this will be the final.
Okay. So the in-person lab is just to attend. The attendance is important.
Attendance is important. And if you don't attend after few terms, your grade will be gone for the signals and system. So that is why this is important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Then we will move to the next course. Vasundhara or Tony, would you like to take over? I think Shubham is in some other meeting, so he will join in some time. So you can go ahead with one more course, then we can come back to math 2.
Okay. Then shall I show digital signal processing?
Yeah, DSP you can do DSP.
Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Tony, go ahead.
Okay. Hello. Good evening, all. So I am here to discuss about this particular course, that is EE3101, that is digital signal processing. Okay. So the course ID is EE3101. The course credit structure is 4+1. Then it is a diploma type course. Then the prerequisite for this particular course is EE2101 signals and systems. Then the professor who will be handling the course is Dr. R. David Koilpille sir, and his email ID is also given here. You can note down. Myself, Tony Abivarkiyam, will be the course instructor for this particular course. And my email ID is tony@study.iitm.ac.in. Okay, so these are the syllabus. This is the syllabus of DSP. So week 1 and 2, we will be giving a brief introduction to sampling, then review of signals and systems, basic operations on signals. That is whatever you have studied in signals and systems. I request everybody to be on mute.
Can I request everybody please be on mute, please? So this is quite disturbing. So we have to finish a lot of courses within the time given to us.
Okay.
Thanks for understanding. Yeah, Tony, please continue. Sorry.
Okay, so the first 2 weeks you will have review of signals and systems, basic operation on signals like shifting, folding, all those things. But here you will be dealing with discrete time systems. In signals and systems, you might have studied continuous time signals operations and all. Then you will be studying about the properties of systems, okay, linearity, time invariance, memory, causality, stability. And then finally, impulse response and convolution, you will be learning in the first 2 weeks. Okay. So that is week 1 and week 2. Week 3 and 4, you will be studying about sampling in detail. Okay. So that is about week 3 and 4. Okay, so how it is converted from continuous time signal to discrete time signal, that is what you will be learning in week 3 and 4. Week 4, 5 and 6, you will be studying about discrete time Fourier transform. Already you might have studied continuous time Fourier transform in signals and systems. So here you will be studying discrete time Fourier transform, and properties, all those things we will be studying in week 5 and 6. Week 7 and 8, you will be introduced to a transform, that is Z transform. Okay, all the properties of Z transform, the region of convergence, all those things you will be studying in detail in week 7 and week 8. Then in week 9 and 10, you will be studying about the frequency domain analysis of LTI system. Okay, so how a system behaves for different frequencies. So that you will be studying in detail in week 9 and 10. In this week only, you will be studying about design of filters. In this course, you will be learning about a filter that is known as finite impulse response filters. Okay, so the types of type 1, type 2, and type 3 and type 4. In detail, you will be studying about the types of FIR filters and the design of FIR filters you will be studying. Then last 2 weeks, that is week 11 and 12, you will be learning about a transform which is known as discrete Fourier transform. Okay, the properties of discrete Fourier transform will be studied. Okay, circular convolution and an algorithm known as fast Fourier transform also will be studied in this weeks. So this is the rough idea about the syllabus of the course. Then these are the prescribed textbooks. Okay, so basically sir will be following two textbooks. First one is discrete time signal processing by Alan V. Oppenheim. Okay, so this is the textbook. This is how it looks. And the second one is Tarun K. Rawat, that is digital signal processing. So these two textbooks are the main books that sir is following. Okay, first one is discrete time signal processing by Alan V. Oppenheim, and the second one is Tarun K. Rawat, digital signal processing. Apart from this, there are two other books which are very good, Proacus and Sanjit K. Mitra. Okay, quickly, I will be telling about the grading policy. Quiz 1 is on 23rd February, quiz 2 March 16, end term April 13th. Okay, prerequisite, as I told, it is signals and systems. Credit is 4+1. Eligibility to write the final exam is average of the best 5 of the first 7 weeks of weekly assignments. That score should be greater than or equal to 40. And then attendance in any one of the quizzes is mandatory to write the final exam. Then eligibility to obtain the final course grade is attending the end term exam for the same. So this is how the score is calculated. Okay, it is divided into many components. First one is GAA, that is the average score in best 9 assignments out of 11 weekly graded assignment. Each week you have graded assignments. So best 9 will be taken. Week 1 to week 11 you have graded assignments. Week 12 you don't have any assignments. So out of 11, the best 9 will be taken, and that score will be GAA. Quiz 1, that is QZ1, quiz 2, QZ2, then lab score. Okay, lab score, score in the lab component. Okay, here one change we are doing is earlier in the last term, it was best 6 out of 8 experiments. Now we will be considering all 8 experiments. Okay, then lab viva will be conducted. 2 lab vivas will be conducted. There are a total of 8 experiments. So after each 4 experiments, 1 lab viva will be conducted. Okay, and F is the final scores. And this is the formula by which you will be calculating the final total score. So lab experiments has a weightage of 10% and lab viva has a weightage of 5%. So total weightage of lab is almost 15%.
Can I get it out?
Yeah, yeah.
This lab is in-hand lab or like online?
Online.
Personally?
It will be
Okay.
It will be
Yeah,
using
one thing I wanted to ask in signal previously that he told like in signals and system and that one online simulator something you lose, right? What is that website? What is that link actually?
MATLAB grader. We will be adding you guys into that particular web page. Okay, we will be creating a page in MATLAB grader.
Okay.
So there you will be able to do the experiments. We will give you we'll show you how to do it and all.
Okay, actually I'm not taken a course for those I didn't I didn't had idea about that.
Okay, MATLAB grader one website is there. Okay, so
Online
there
simulator.
you can it is like an online simulator wherein you can check your assignments. Okay, so it is by MATLAB. They are providing that service.
Okay. And like one, will there be tutorials like how to submit exams and all?
For DSP weekly, once lab session will be there.
Okay.
For
Okay.
DSP. Okay, I am not sure about signals. For DSP weekly, usually on Saturday there will be lab session. That is entirely for lab.
Okay, sir.
So these are the deadlines, tentative deadlines for lab experiments. Okay, so first experiment 1 and 2, 1st February, experiment 3 and 4, 22nd February, then followed by lab viva, that will be over by 1st March 2025. Then experiment 5 and 6, 22nd March, experiment 7 and 8, 9th April, and then followed by the last viva, that is on 14th April 2025. Okay, so these are the course outcomes. Okay, after successful completion of the course, the student will be able to work with all types of discrete time signals and apply DSP techniques on them. Then course outcome 2 is use time and frequency domain methods to analyze discrete time signals and systems. Course outcome 3 is understand the process of sampling and reconstruction. Course outcome 4 is design digital filters for different applications. So two live sessions per week will be conducted for the theory part, and one live session will be conducted for lab. Okay. So usually that a live session for lab, last time it was conducted on Saturdays. So total 8 experiments are there. These are the experiments that you will be doing. Okay. All these experiments will be conducted in MATLAB Grader. I will be showing you how to do. First, I will show you an example on how to do, and then I will be giving 1 week time to submit your work. Okay. No need to write or anything. You can submit your work there itself. Okay. Whatever code you are writing, you can write there, and then the grader will automatically calculate the score and give the final score. Is that part clear?
Yes.
Okay, so basically in the first lab, I will show you, before that, I will be adding all the students who have registered for the course into that particular page, so that all of you will be added to that. And then as soon as the experiment is released, you will be getting a mail telling that, okay, this is the experiment 1 is released, and you can start submitting your answers. So as I told, experiments will be graded using MATLAB Grader. Okay, I will be adding everybody into that. Okay, so if you have any questions, please ask. Any questions?
Sir,
Hello?
the DSP will be subjective or objective?
Last time it was subjective. That is quiz 1, quiz 2, and end term was subjective, pen and paper. This time, sir will decide in after we see the number of registration, we will finalize and tell.
Pen and paper means?
Pen and paper means you will be writing the exam in the center, and then they will scan and upload.
Okay, sir. Like it's not not multiple choice.
No. Last time it was pen and paper.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
That is for quiz 1, quiz 2, and enter.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other?
So here this DSP is also like 4 plus 1 credit, na? Like signals and systems.
Yes.
4 plus 1. So
Yeah.
here plus 1 is also is like is there any offline presence would be needed at the last of the term?
For last term, we have not made it mandatory for the last term, because already we are grading you in MATLAB Grader, and then Viva is also conducted. From that only, that 15 marks we have taken. So this in-person lab this time, it was intended for those students who wanted some practical examples and all. So additional, it was just like an additional thing. That is what was.
I haven't got it. Additional means the student who want they can, and those who don't want they cannot.
Those who want to come and attend that can come. That was for this last term. Okay. Next term,
DSP.
what? DSP.
Okay. And what's the difference you provided? Like in signals and systems, I saw you provided MATLAB, and also in DSP, I only took signals and systems. And here also in DSP, you provided MATLAB. What's the difference between the two? Means since in both the courses you wait no. First time.
In signals and system, mainly you will be concentrating on continuous time signals and systems. In DSP, you will be concentrating on discrete time signals and systems.
Okay, and exercises are different or same?
Exercises,
DSP?
No. Exercises are different.
Okay. And you haven't cleared me, means this term are you making that plus 1 credits mandatory for to attend in the campus, or what? Like signals and systems is like to get the grade at the last you have to attend a lab in person. So in DSP also it's required for this term or not? The current term, the upcoming term.
Till now, they have not told like that to us. Okay. Till now,
Acha.
it is like the same thing as last term.
Acha.
Which
Okay.
means you will be graded in MATLAB grader for 10 marks,
Mhm.
and then lab viva will be conducted for 5 marks, and 15 marks you will be getting for lab.
Yeah, got it.
Then total score will be calculated.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, is it possible to reduce the weightage of the end term?
No,
Like,
because sir only has made that. Sir wants it to be 0.55 and 0.45. This one you are telling, right?
yes, sir. Like, it will put a lot of pressure on the end term. Like, it's almost 50% of the whole grade.
Sir wanted it to be like this. Anyway, I will ask him. I'll tell this to sir, and then we'll see what can be done.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All
Any
right.
other?
Any other doubts? So regarding one point at this point, regarding that in-person lab mandatory thing, so it's in the talks actually. So mostly we will make it mandatory. Okay. If there is any change, we will let you know. Okay. For both DSP and signals and systems. So signals and systems, we introduced it this term. For the first term, we didn't have it. This term we had it. We asked everybody to come and do the lab. But even before that, we gave the grades also. Okay. So, but next term, we are planning to make it mandatory. Okay. It's in the plans. If there is any change, even in the grading policy or the lab component thing, we will let you know. Okay. So, if we are done with signals and systems and DSP, then we can go to the next course, which is Math for Electronics 2. Shubham, can you present the slides?
Yes, just wait, Srikanth. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So meanwhile, how many of you are taking Math for Electronics 2 next term? Planning to take? Can you just
I'm
raise your
planning,
hands?
as you told, right? I am planning. I don't know.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, Sachin. You can just raise your hands. All right. Very few. Okay. 3. All right. So then, Shubham, I think we should be really quick.
Is semi-audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, hi all. Myself Shubham Maurya, and I will be the instructor in Maths 2 years. Okay. Yes. So, this Maths 2 years is professor is Andrew Thangraj sir, and me and one another instructor, Lavanya. She will be the we both will be the instructor for Maths 2 years.
Sorry, Shubham, your slides aren't changing.
Sorry?
Sorry to interrupt. It's on the first slide itself.
Yes. Now
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
So the professor would be Andrew Thangraj, and he is already professor in Department of Electrical Engineering. And I will be the instructor, Shubham Maurya. I did my MSc Mathematics from IIT Madras. And the next instructor would be the Lavanya. Lavanya. She did a PhD in Mathematics from IIT Madras. Okay. So let's move to the regarding the contents. So contents are week 1 to 8 is very specified. The portion is going to be linear algebra. There also I can break the week 1 to contents, even week 1 to 4 and 4 to 8. So week 1 to 4 is we are going to learn on only R2 space. So matrices is going to be related matrices is going to be 2 cross 2. And there we will see vectors. Week 1 to 4 I am talking. First week 1 to 4. Okay. Just a second. And so vectors would be of there would be so vectors would be from R2 only. Matrices, matrices is nothing but the entries in the error form, real entries. So that could be a 2 cross 2 matrix. So and there we will see the linear combination vector space solving the linear system of linear equations. Okay, and then we'll see the finding the eigenvalues of matrices. These all will be only on R2 space. R2 is nothing but we have done only the playing with the real numbers. So if we take the coordinate wise, then it will be R2. Two coordinates is going to be there. As the XY plane, very similar to that. So R2 is nothing but the very XY plane, but some operation we'll add, then it will be R2. So there we'll see the matrices, eigenvalues, eigenvector related to that. Then also we'll add one more a kind of function which is inner product. And using the inner product on the space, vector space, it will be very flexible with doing as you do in the real numbers. So vectors between the distance. So those are all property will come. Also the least square solving the matrices. Sorry, solving the system of linear equation where the solution will not exist. In that case, how we'll solve that is called least square. And a joint of, there is another type of function which is, linear, that is linear operator, we can say linear transformations. So there are, these all week 1 to 4. And now week 4 to 8, like 5, 6, 7, and 8. This will be just extension of R2. Mean to say we'll see the same concepts, same everything, even the definitions, whatever the words, even you can matching the words, same, everything is going to be same, but space is going to be any finite RL. N is going to be any finite natural number. So it could be R3, R4, R5, any finite natural number. So RN. Everything is going to be same. So this is going to be 5 to 8 weeks. Now next is and 9 to 12, where is there is no week 12. We have contents till week 11 only. And there we will see a Fourier series and their applications. Signals we will see as a vectors. Okay, and also we'll see the Fourier basis, and here we can see the complex exponential for the signal. So basis for we will think as complex exponential as a basis for signals. So there we'll see, when you start studying, you will see all these topics are look like, it's looking like difficult, but not too much difficult. It is a bit calculative only, but we can understand it easily once we learn week 1 to 8. Okay, so Srikanth, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Shivam. Please
Yes,
continue.
Okay. Now let's see the this. So whatever I have seen, that is the content for maths 2 years. Now how the assignment is going to be. So as you have done maths 1 years, so very similar there in maths 2 years also. We'll see the activity question per lecture, and practice assignment you will see, graded assignment you will see, and yeah, for the doubt clearance, we have a live session, so probably 2 live sessions per week would be, and also it's depend on demand, how, like, if a student are asking, then we can add or we can reduce. It's depend on one session you can think as a on demand session. So keeping one on demand session, or regularly we'll keep 2 sessions and one on demand session. So it's depend on how student are, what is the require for the student. And now next is discourse is also there. You probably use in maths 1, but very less, as we have seen from 2 terms. A student used to ask question on discourse, but I hope this term would be good and the student will ask in discourse also. That would be good. And next is regarding the quizzes and in so in this maths 2 years also, as similar to maths 1 years, I will say I'm matching with this. This is just extension, I will say, of maths 1 years. So here is also 2 quizzes should be an interim, one interim, and now duration of lecture per week is approximately 2.5 hours, and expected effort per week is going to be 8 to 10 hours. At least we are expecting you will spend at least this much time per week. And here again, the live session per week is going to be 2, and on demand would be there. And from our side, it's advisable to take maximum 3 courses per semester. So like if it is you are taking maths 2 years, so you can take some other heavy courses. So maximum 3 courses. You can take lesser than that, but it's good if you take 3 courses. That would be sufficient. 3 courses means you have to per week spend 8 to means at least 35 hours you have to spend per week. And material, yeah, regarding the materials, study material, so assignments, video lectures, activity questions are enough, and these all will be available in the portal. But yeah, if you want to refer some book, so this introduction to linear algebra, which is sixth edition, you can take by the Gilbert Stein. So this book you can refer. It is actually good. You will see a lot more solved example also. So it's good actually. Almost topic you will find here related to math 2 years. Yeah, that's all. So this is regarding the content and study materials and assignment quizzes. So I hope all of you are able to understand it. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now I will open it as if you have any doubt, please let me know so that I can able to clear your doubts related to this math 2 years.
Yeah,
Can
Abraham. Amit, please. Can you just raise your hand? I will just call your name.
Shall I start?
I
Yes.
think there are people. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Okay. You told that maximum you should take three courses for this. With this, like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suppose if I'm taking M2 and again embedded C. Embedded C lab also is there, right? So that total count as three, or including embedded another one course.
So basically, our advice for Math 2 is Math 2 itself is like a 1.5 course, 1.5 or two courses. Okay, so the content and the math you are going to see, you have to practice a lot, right? So
Yeah.
it actually takes up 2 courses time, Math 2 itself.
Yeah.
So that is why
Oh,
we are suggesting don't go for 4 courses, opting for 4 different courses.
okay.
So that is why if you are taking Math 2, then you can at max, it is advisable. That's it. It's not that you have to take only 3. Okay. And embedded C and lab, I think both are interconnected to each other, right? Lab, I don't think there will be any weekly contents to be done, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So courses, we mean by courses.
Yeah, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Subhashish Das.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So I just want to ask, like in previous terms, we were allowed to take up to 4 courses. So is it that we can only take up to 3 courses, or is it recommended that we should take 3 courses?
It is advisable that you should take 3 courses. It's an advice from Math for Electronics 2
Yeah, our
instructors.
thing is, you can take even, it's depend on your end, but it is
Okay,
from
so
our
the option to take 4 courses is still there, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And regarding the last doubt, I just wanted to clarify. The lab courses don't actually count to the total number of courses that you take in a term. So even if you take, let's say, like embedded C, Python, Maths 2, and signal and system, even then you can take the embedded C lab. Or at least that was how it was before.
You are clarifying it, right? Yeah. Okay. Then thanks.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. So I think those who are doing Math 2, very few people. I hope you got what has been said so far, and you would have got a rough idea on how the course is going to be, right? So if you still have any doubts, please reach out to Shubham. He will help you out. Yes, Sachit.
Sir, which course would you recommend with Maths too, seeing its difficulty level and practice? Which
Okay,
2
so
courses would you recommend?
we always recommend signals and systems for sure, because the last 4 weeks, or at least the last week especially, where we introduced 4-year series in Math 2. Okay, so based on our feedback that student has given in the last terms, they said that if you haven't done signals and systems, it will be really hard for you to cope up during those weeks. So definitely, if you are doing Math 2 without signals and systems, then the second course that I can recommend you is signals and systems for sure. Okay. And the third course, you can actually opt for intro to Python.
Sir, do we have OPP in Python and embedded C?
Yes. OPP is in
Both.
Python.
Embedded C?
Embedded C, I'm not sure, Anu.
Okay, sir.
Any instructor from embedded C? Oh, no, they are from foundation. So I'm
No,
not
no.
sure.
Actually, embedded C does not have any kind of OPP.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
sir.
All right, then let's move to the next course. Let's take analogs.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So we finished Maths 2, Signals and Systems, and Python programming. So which courses you will be suggesting for term 2, sir?
I think Tony would be the right person, or Vasundhara, to answer this question. Tony?
Sir?
Yeah, if you have completed analog electronics, then you can do census and its applications.
No, sir, we didn't finish. We didn't finish the analog, sir. We finished Maths 2, Signals and Systems, and Python programming, sir.
Then you can do digital signal processing,
Okay, sir.
analog electronics.
Digital system design.
Analog electronic systems you can do, digital signal processing you can.
Digital signal processing and digital system designing, both you want me to we can do the simultaneously same.
No, digital signal processing and analog electronic systems.
Okay.
And then analog electronics lab you can
Okay.
do.
You can also take the DSD also.
Okay.
It's a system design.
So that also I can take, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, all 3.
plus 1 lab.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so next we move on to analog electronic systems. Ankit,
Yeah.
yeah, you can take over.
So now my screen is visible.
Yes, Ankit.
Okay. So very good evening to all. This is a little bit introduction or orientation about the analog electronic system. So myself, Dr. Ankit Agarwal, I am a course instructor of this subject, and the course faculty is Professor Shanti Pawan and Professor P.K. Sundarajan. Okay, basically the course highlight if we are talking about, so in this particularly, initially we start with the analog electronics. What is the analog electronics part? After that, we go for the operation amplifier. That is one particularly IC or one component where that will be used for multiple purpose. Like if you see the operation amplifier used for the summer integrator differentiators, okay, filters, designings. There are the single and dual supply operation we can perform in the operation amplifier. Then after that, we go to the application part where we explain about some Bluetooth handset system. Okay, in this Bluetooth, if we are talking about any Bluetooth device like our Bluetooth earbuds or basically the Bluetooth headphones, so what are the different types of subsystems are available here? Because for a single Bluetooth device will be work for several purpose. Okay, like for the LED, for the indication purpose, power unit is there, some particularly connectivity unit is there. Okay, so charging unit is there, so multiple subsystems are there. So we discuss this thing under the system part, and then after that we go to the power management subsystem. That is a part of any system. Okay, that particularly power management subsystem is very important because it will control all the functionality. Without power, if we say that if there is no battery, okay, so we can't do any operation on that. Any system require the power. Okay, so that's why the power management subsystem is important. So we will discuss this particularly. This is the basically course highlight. Now if we go with the week wide content, so in the particularly week 1 we discuss about the analog electronics part. Then after that we go with the feedback. Okay, negative and positive two types of feedbacks are there. We will discuss this one. Then we go with the operation amplifier. Why? What is the need of operation amplifier? Why we require the operation amplifier? Then this particular operation amplifier will work in two modes. One is the inverting and non-inverting mode. So we discuss non-inverting modes. Now, second, in the week 2, we go with the voltage operation amplifier as a voltage control voltage source and current control voltage source. Then after that, the how we use particularly operation amplifier for the different as a difference amplifier, current source based amplifications. Okay, then in the third part, if we go that there are two particularly operations we can perform, basically two types of operational part in which the operation amplifier will work. One is the single supply and second is the dual supply operation. So we will discuss this one. Then there is a one AC coupling, why we require the coupling capacitors. Then after that we discuss the non-ideality in operation amplifiers. Now after that we go with the positive feedback schematic trigger. This is the application of operation amplifier. We design the schematic trigger. What is the meaning of a schematic trigger? Then integrator. Everyone knows the integration part. Okay, in mathematics we use the integration, but how we design this integrator for the electronic system? So we use the operation amplifier, but in what configuration we can use the operation amplifier, that will work in as an integrator. After that, the main application is the filters, because filters are used for everywhere. Like if we go with the signal part, filter is important. Like we go for the frequency division, frequency part, the filter is important. In signal system, if we go, why we require the Fourier transform, Laplace transform, only for the filter, basically for the analyzing of the frequency component, so that we can use the filters. Okay, so this filters is also designed with the help of operation amplifier. So we discussed this particularly in week 5. In week 5 we discuss mainly the first order filters, then magnitude response of that one. In the week 6 we go with the second order filters. Okay, if we go with the higher order, so what is the basically advantage, what is the disadvantage, we will discuss also here. Now in week 7, we go with the third order forward amplifiers, then Bode plot respective to this one, we can discuss. Okay. Now after week 7, week 8 is the application part. So where we use the basic introduction about the Bluetooth handset. Okay, then the block diagram of Bluetooth handset and different subsystems that is used in the Bluetooth. After that, we discuss the charging subsystems, amplifier designs, battery profiles. In the week 10, we discuss about the line and load regulation, standby current. So these are the some particularly some components that we have to discuss here in week 10 and week 11. In the week 11, we discuss the low dropout voltage regulator. So basically, there are two types of regulator we discuss. One is the linear and second is the switching regulators. So this is the all about the week 11. Content is only for the week 11 part. Okay, and so total 11 assignments are there. If we go with the books, so 3 books we generally refer. One is the Microelectronic Systems by the Sadra and Smith. Second, Electronic Circuit Analysis and Design by the Donald A. Nieman. And third one is the Microelectronic Circuit Analysis and Design by Donald A. Nieman. Okay, so these are the 3 books. If we talk about the grading system scheme, so there are this particularly course having the 4 credits. Okay, the eligibility for the final exam is that average of 5 out of first 7 assignment, the score of that one is greater than 40%. Okay, and attendance in any of one quiz is compulsory. Okay, and the calculation of the final T score is 0.1 of graded assignment plus maximum of 2 components. One component is if you are giving only the quiz 1 or quiz 2, only one quiz you are given, so we are using this 0.6 F plus 0.2 maximum of quiz 1 and quiz 2. Okay, or we can take 0.4 of the final plus 0.2 of quiz 1 and plus 0.3 of quiz 2. Okay, so which one is the maximum? We can take this one and 0.1 for the graded assignment. If we are talking about the learning outcomes, so basically by the end of this course, we understand the fundamental concept of the analog systems. Okay, and second is to apply the concept of that in real world applications. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
Is this analog electronics compared to signal system, which I should take?
Analog electronics
and signal system. Does this have any prerequisites?
Yeah, this analog electronics has the prerequisites 2 subjects. One is the signal system and second is the math 2.
Okay, sir. So actually, I was planning. Okay, sir, got it.
These 2 are the prerequisites for that. Any other doubts?
In this session, we are not discussing about the labs, no, like analog labs and like that, which is a 3 credit course.
That particularly, I think the lab registration will be start after that one. Your subject registration will close. After that, your lab registration will be start. I think so. So
Means
the lab
after our labs in January.
I think. But if in the analog electronics,
Okay, means now except the labs, only for the theory we are discussing this.
Only theory.
And tomorrow the registration will open, no? And we are registering for the theory courses only.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah,
so for lab component, what is
the lab is 3 credit lab is different. Okay, the calculation of that particularly is not included in the T score of the theory subject.
Okay. So that will be graded separately, or the grading?
3 credit is separate.
No time grading. I'm not talking about graded. I'm talking about overall grading for lab component.
For the lab component, there are the 6 particularly experiment and one in-person lab is there. So on the basis of that one, your lab component will be created. T score will be created.
Okay. And that in-person lab is mandatory for
Yeah,
international
in-person lab is
student.
mandatory for analog electronics.
No, I'm asking for the international student how that is managed.
Okay, so for that one, I have to discuss. Shrikant sir, do you have any idea about that one?
Not really.
Okay.
Maybe Prabhanjan, can you check with Victoria?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I got a mail response from them that I can do from abroad, but still I wanted to check with the instructor that what's arrangement.
So they
yeah.
are the right persons actually. So we partially know the things, but they can actually provide you the
That
exact
in-person lab is
details.
compulsory from our side. Okay.
Okay, I'll check this with them. That's
Yeah.
all. And you'll be providing any component for this
No,
lab?
not for that one. You have to purchase by your own. One
Okay, so
particularly, I think ADML kit is you have. That
yeah,
is
yeah,
the
that I have.
password function generator you have.
Yeah, yeah.
Along with that, some particularly ICs you required. You have to purchase that one. So
Okay.
I will share when your lab will be started. So I will share particularly the component list. You have to purchase that components.
Okay. Yeah, that will help. Yeah, thank you.
There are two parts in particularly lab part. One is that you have to simulate that circuit. We have given you the circuit and you have to simulate that circuit for finding the value of components on that LT Spice software.
Yeah.
After that, your simulation will be done. You have to implement that on a breadboard.
Okay.
Okay, so two things you have to done for every experiment. One is the
Okay.
LT Spice simulation, and second is
Okay, thank you.
yeah. Yes, Ayush, analog electronic system is different from analog circuit. Yes. Analog circuit.
So which is given at the degree level. Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Analog circuits given at the degree level. Is it different from this course, analog electronic
I think
systems?
analog is not given. Wait a minute, I have to check. Analog circuit is given in the degree level.
Sir, like departmental electives.
Depart. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is I think different.
Sir, I guess he's asking about the specialization. Means like in degree level, either we have to choose the analog or the digital, like that. So
Yeah. Okay.
it's a degree level
That is a
question.
diploma. That is a diploma course. Analog electronic system is a diploma level course.
Uh-huh. But it is totally different from that analog circuits course, which is using BJT and MOSFETs,
Yes,
transistors.
that is different. That is different. This is only
Okay,
for
okay, sir.
the mainly in this one we discuss the operation amplifier. Completely focus on the operation amplifier.
Sure, sir.
No
Sure, sir.
BJT, no MOSFET.
Understood, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Sanket.
Yes, sir. I have completed, sir, all the courses of the foundation except electronics lab, sir. And in this current term, sir, I have write 3 diploma level courses in terms of Python, Maths 2, and Signals, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
You have completed that one.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. In this current SEM, sir, I have completed and I have get a grade, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So my doubt is the one subject that electronics lab is left from the foundation level, sir. So yeah, registration will open for me for the next term, sir.
For the analog electronic system, if we are talking about, so and the prerequisite for that one is only your prerequisite for the signal system and the maths. Okay,
No,
these
sir.
are
My
the
doubt,
prerequisite.
sir. So it is compulsory to complete all the courses of foundation, sir, to take the diploma courses, sir.
Sorry, Sanket, can you repeat your question?
Sir, in foundation level courses, I have only one lab, sir, left, sir.
Which
That
is
is electronic lab.
electronics lab.
Yes, sir. And in
Okay.
this current
Electronics
same
lab.
September term, in the current same September term,
Hmm.
I have taken 3 diploma courses, sir, and
Okay,
I have
so
completed it.
okay, all right.
Okay, sir. But the ma'am says that you have
So
to
if
complete
you have
all the
taken the
foundation diploma. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
if you have already taken the 3 diploma courses, though you can take the diploma more diploma courses also, no? I think no issue in that one.
Ma'am says that only
Because you have already taken the signal system, that is a part of diploma, I think.
okay, sir. So
But
So if
my
you have
Sanket,
question
already
is
taken,
uh,
Hmm?
sorry, Ankit sir, just a minute. Sanket, if you haven't finished electronics laboratory,
yes,
I
sir.
suggest you to finish it, because see, there can be restrictions in future saying you should finish foundational courses, only then you are eligible to do diploma also. It
Yes,
will
sir.
come in
In
future.
the
Okay, so it's better
sir,
you finish electron. Yeah.
in January term, sir, from the tomorrow also, I
Hmm.
will take electronics labs, sir.
Okay, so please take electronics lab in Jan, and also try if you are able to do another diploma courses or not. Okay, try
Yes,
to
sir. Yes, sir.
apply for this, register
I
for
am
this.
currently doing this degree full time, sir. That's why I am asking. So I want minimum 3 or 4 subjects to do, sir. In the
I
current.
agree, Sanket, but see, the logistics will change, right? Like maybe it started with you can do foundation and diploma together, but later in future there can be a restriction that only after finishing foundational courses you will be allowed to do diploma. Okay, so that can come. Before that comes, you just try to finish electronics lab
Okay, sir.
from the foundation.
even though for the analog electronics lab, this is the prerequisite of the electronics lab.
So, sir, I can take, sir, analog electronic systems, sir.
But if you are taking the analog electronics system in one semester, one term, and an analog electronics lab is another term, so how can you relate both things? Because one subject you are also or teaching in this term, and respective to that particular lab you are taking in the next term.
I think analog electronics lab does not require prerequisites, sir.
Analog electronics require the prerequisite of electronics lab.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, then I will complete electronics lab in this next term, sir, and then do the other courses next term.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Madhur.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So same. I have taken like in this term, I have taken EEC and EEC lab. Means in EEC lab, I will finish my EEC lab in Jan 4th. I'm coming for IIT.
Okay.
So for while registration, will I be able to take diploma courses, or I have to finish this lab, then I have to wait or what?
No, if you are completing on 4th of Jan, so I think you can register for the diploma courses.
Okay, sir. That one query I had. Yes, sir.
If
So can
if that particular lab is not a prerequisite for any other course.
okay. But as you told, right, we have to clear all the foundation, then only we'll be able to go for diplomas, right?
But I think Sanket already taken the 3 diploma courses, no?
Oh, okay. Actually, means I'm going to next in the next upcoming term. I'll be
But
go.
it is better that you can clearly first the foundation, then you go with the diploma. Okay.
Yeah, means yes, I understood. But like what I'm planning is next term I will be taking like embedded C, then Python, then like single C system. Will it be fine? Like,
I think better.
sorry.
Better.
Yeah, yeah, sir. Okay, sir. That one query I had because next term I'll be finishing the Jan, so I'll see, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
This
hello, sir. Sir, there is a core requisite, sir, for analog electronics lab. electronic lab is prerequisite, not prerequisite, sir.
Core requisite is the analog electronic system subject and prerequisite for the analog electronics lab.
Okay, again here, Sanket, there might be few errors in the grading document. We will update it. So in the grading document, I think you are seeing
I
in
think
the
the
grading
updated grading
document.
document is not shared with.
Updated is not shared with you. We will share you the updated grading document.
Sir, I am seeing on the website, sir, academics page, sir.
No, but it will, yeah, it will be changed.
It will change. It will change. Academic website has many errors. We will update it.
Okay, sir.
Sir, one query, sir.
Yeah.
This I told like embedded C and signal system Python. For three also labs will be there. Embedded C and signals will be there. Will be labs. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. Got it.
Embedded C there is one lab. Okay, for embedded C there is one lab. For signals and system is there lab? Like recently now upcoming it will be changed.
Yeah, signal system for it is a lab.
Okay. Then
Where
again
the grading is 4+1.
Okay.
Okay, and that particularly is for the lab part.
Okay.
In the lab, you have a 5 experiments. Okay, on the basis of this one, and in one in-person exam.
Okay.
I think Shrikant sir is better to answer this one.
No, my query is like I told that I'll take three courses like signal system, Python, and embedded C. For three, Python is there will be I don't know there is lab or not. It will be like OPP. So embedded and signal there will do two labs. So suppose if I'm taking three is three also. So total I will be applying for means 4+1, 4+1. So two labs I will be having, right?
Yes.
So total approx like you can say like when lab if you consider lab as separate, so total 5 subjects I will be doing, right? That can be done, right?
See, signals and systems lab is not a separate course. So once you
Okay.
register to signals and systems, lab is already within it. So that signals and
Okay.
systems itself is 4+1.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Only I
Yes,
think
thank
you
you.
have to register for embedded C lab separately.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Any other doubts? Okay, so there are many hand raises. Anirban?
Sir, I have one question. I have taken maths 2 in this term and I have passed it in, but the grade were not that better. So I want to retake that course and try on improving the course grade. So since analog electronic systems have prerequisite for as maths 2 is a prerequisite for the particular subject. So if I retake the subject and go for maths 2 again in this term, so there should not be any problem, right, for taking analog electronic system since I have already passed in that.
Ideally, it shouldn't be because we start the registration process with regular courses, and after finishing this registration, only then we will open for implementing.
Okay.
Right.
For that,
So,
we'll get a separate mail, right?
Yeah. So right now you can only register for the new courses, and those who have failed, I think they can register.
Okay. And one more thing, since the analog electronics laboratory has a core requisite of analog electronic systems, I can see. So this is mandatory, no, that one will have to take the theory and the lab both at the same time, the same term.
I think it is better because you learn the concept in the theoretical part and you apply that concept in the practical part. So that is better. If you take
Yeah, but sir, there is one small problem because what I can see that only one subject is having laboratory in this term. So since we live very far, so if we have multiple laboratories in a single term, if we can, then it will be easier for us to go in a single time and complete it. Otherwise, we'll have to go again and again in each of the term for a single lab for a
you are
single day.
taking which subjects?
Sir, if I retake maths 2 and along with that I'll be taking this analog electronic systems and Python.
Okay.
So in-person lab is
Python
only for
also have the lab now in person. I'm
Python.
not.
I don't think, sir, there is any lab for Python.
But
So I was thinking that if I take the analog electronics laboratory along with the DSP and digital system design in the next term, so it will be easier for us to go in a single term and complete all the labs in a single term. Otherwise, the journey thing is very hectic for us. Since we are in a job, so we don't get that much of holidays. That is the main problem.
the thing is that you learn the concept in this term and you remember that concept for the next term for the lab
Yeah,
part.
that is a bit problem. That is a bit problem. I was just only asking that am I able to take the laboratory in the next term along with the DSP and complete the theory paper in this term? Is it possible or is it mandatory to do it in the same time?
Shrikant sir?
Yeah. I can answer this, sir. So Anirban, it's a core requisite, okay? So that means either you can
That
do
means I should take.
lab along with the theory, or you should do lab after the theory. You cannot do the lab part prior to your analogs course.
Okay. Okay. So if I take only the theory part
Hmm.
in this term, I can pursue the
You
lab in
can
the
do
next.
lab in the next term.
Okay.
And you can also do at the same time also. That is what core requisite means.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Uh,
I think all doubts are clear.
there are a couple of hand raises, Sandeep, sir.
Madhur, Ojasvi, and
Yeah. Ojashvi, can you ask your doubt quickly, please? We can move to the next courses. Yeah, we can't hear you. Okay, so can you post your question in the chat? We are unable to hear you. Ankit sir, can you hear Ojashvi?
no.
Right? Okay. So please post your query in the chat. Madhur.
Sure. Yes, I'll just I might wave a little, but I'll just quickly add. So like I'm planning to take analog electronics the next term. So does that mean that I will have to take the sensors and application in the September term? Because my concern was that we were initially told by Andrew sir recently that there would be some electronics project which we'll have to do after we complete all the diploma courses. So is there a possibility that I could take that project alongside some course?
And the project will be end of the diploma courses. When you complete your diploma courses, so then you can do the project.
So I cannot do that alongside the. So can I do it
As per our knowledge, I think you can't.
And sir, can I do it alongside the BS level courses?
With the project?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the project you can do the BS level because your project as well as your BS courses both are started after your diploma courses will be completed. So you can do with that.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you.
Yes, Prabhanjan.
My question is when the notification for lab registration will start. I mean, because
After your
last
course registration is completed, I think after that your lab registration will be started.
Okay. So it will be
Sir?
notified by you or by team?
Shrikant sir?
Even I am not sure. See, Prabhanjan or all the people who joined. So basically, these operational kind of queries, Victoria and their team
till the
are the
previous
best.
term after your subject registration will be completed, your lab registration will be started. But this time we are not aware about this particularly. So you can just post your query to the support team.
Okay.
So yeah, they are the best persons to answer, Prabhanjan.
Understand. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So my doubt was that if I have only one subject in foundation left, which is EEC, can I register for the diploma courses, right?
Yeah, I think you can register that, but try to do it, complete it, the
Yeah, in
foundation
this term
course also.
itself. Yes, yes,
Okay.
I'll do it alongside, but I can register for the other diploma courses also, right?
If EEC is not a prerequisite for any course, you can take, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Venkata
If
Subhash?
your query is related, actually the better is that you can ask this queries to the support team. We are only the technical person, so if you have any doubt related to the subject, you can ask. I think that is better.
Yeah. So questions like what are you going to teach in the course? Or how is the grading policy works?
Yeah,
What
you
is
can ask this
lab?
one basically about if you want some introduction about the subject, you can ask this one. If you have any doubt related to the subject, you can ask. But which course you can take, which course you can't take, I think it is
Even
better you can directly write to the support team. They will reply you.
right. Also, you can take us suggestions, what courses you can do. So
Hmm.
these kind of things we will be able to answer you with high confidence, with much confidence. Okay. So questions like lab, where will it happen if I am from outside? What is so these kind of questions we can answer, but it will be like it's not that reliable. So things will get changed each and every term. Things are getting changed each and every term. So the last term, whatever the operations or the logistics for every course will not be same in this particular term, and it might change in the next term. Okay. So these things you can better confirm it with Victoria and her team. Okay. So anything related to the courses, suggestions related to the courses, any doubts in what should you do in the next term? So these kind of queries we will be able to answer. Okay. Yeah. Moving on, Subhash.
Can we continue with one more subject?
Yeah. So let us finish with Subhash. Subhash has raised his hand. We can move to the next question.
Okay.
Subhash.
I think he's.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yeah. You're audible. Yeah.
No, sir, just out of curiosity, is it going to be subjective or objective this time?
Which one?
Analog electronic systems.
It is not clear by the professor till now.
Okay,
So on
sir.
the basis of registration, we will decide that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you have already completed now. Why you are asking?
Just out of curiosity. Sorry, sir.
See, less number of people, it would be subjective.
Ah.
If you want it to be objective, ask your friends to register for the course. Okay, so make the registrations high in the course. Then it will be very hard for us to correct the copies. We'll do it objective. Okay, so if you want it subjective, don't suggest this course to anybody. You just alone or some of your friends register to this course, and it will be subjective.
Sure, sir. I will not.
But in future, we are trying to accommodate even 100, 150 students also for subjective. So therefore, maybe in the
That is
next
all.
coming few terms, it might be subjective for at least math and signals and systems. So these two I can assure you. So it's in future, not right now, right away.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So moving on to the next.
Next course is the digital system design. The course faculty is Professor Nitin, and the course instructor is basically the Prabhu Ram sir, and again me, Dr. Ankit Agarwal. Now, if we go with the course content, so basically in this course, digital system design, we cover the advanced flow up to basic digital system design. Then after that, focus on design consideration for large digital circuits. Basically, emphasis on the FPGA implementation. Okay, and bridge the gap between the theoretical and practical implementation in digital system design. The course outcomes is effectively use Verilog SDL. Verilog SDL is one programming language. Okay, similar to if you are listening about the VSDL, so similarly the Verilog that is nowadays used in the industry. Okay, so we use that particularly Verilog SDL to model and design complex digital system with a focus on FPGA implementation. Okay, then apply simulation, synthesis, and timing analysis techniques in digital system design. Design and implement key components of a digital system, including the basic CPU and peripheral interfaces. Comprehend system integration concept, including memory interfacing and basic system on chip architectures. Understand and apply design for testability principles and debugging techniques in digital system development. These are the basically the course that we cover in the week 1 and 2. We are covering the foundation of SDL and the FPGA design, where we basically introduce Verilog SDL, FPGA concept, what is FPGA kit, okay, and then basic digital system design techniques. In the second part, week 3rd and 4th, we are taking the advanced Verilog and design techniques, where we are discuss the finite state machines. I think you are aware with the finite state machines in the digital electronics. Okay, so we are implement that finite state machine using the Verilog programming. Then advanced Verilog constructor timing analysis basics. After that, we go with the CPU designing. Designing of basic CPU architectures, including the data path control unit using Verilogs. Now in the next 2 weeks, 7th and 8th, there are the system integration, where we integrate different subsystems with a central system, CPU system, memory system, peripheral interfaces, and bus protocols for digital system integrations. Week 9 and 10, we are taking the advanced topics and system design, advanced timing analysis, design for testability and debugging techniques. Then in last 2 weeks, we are going on a system on a chip concept. Okay, so these are the particularly course content. Now, if we go with the textbooks, so there are 4 textbooks. Professor recommended digital design and computer architectures, then FPGA prototyping by Verilog examples, then advanced digital design with the Verilog SDL, and digital design principle and practice. So these are the 4 textbooks we refer for the Verilog. Okay, if you go with the online resources, so there are 4 online resources where you implement your Verilog programming language. Okay, one is the EDA playground, SDL bit, then FPG academic program, okay, and Xilinx Vivado design suits. Okay, so these are the 4 particularly online resources. The additional resources you can use for FPGA student is the Verilog tutorials, Dowlus Verilog training, and ASICS words. Okay, the course assessment details, I think you are already aware with that one. First quiz, second quiz, and the end term, the 4 credit is there. Again, the eligibility to write the examination is the 5 out of first 7, having the marks greater than 40%, and attendance in many of one of the 2 quizzes. Okay, and then final score grade, we have the again components GA, GRPA, quiz 1, quiz 2, and final. Okay, this particularly also have the lab part. Digital system design also have the lab part. So we are giving the lab component as 0.1 of GRPA, average program assignment score. That's all. If you have any doubt, you can ask.
Digital system design is a 4+1 credit course, or it's a different course?
4+1.
Yeah, but in academia is showing different. Means DSD and DSD lab is showing. It's not like integrated. It's not showing 4+1. It's showing 4 different and 1 different. So we can take in different terms, or we have. If I'm taking DSD, so I have to take the lab, like in signals and systems. It's for. Are you getting my doubt?
Yes, I'm getting your doubts. Wait a minute. Yeah, basically you have to take the laboratory part also. That is the 1 credit. Okay, that 1 credit is basically 2 components. One is the attendance part, and second the lab experiment and viva. Okay, Out of this, your T score for the digital system design laboratory will be created, and that particular digital system design T score will be used for the
Uh,
credit
sir,
of
your voice is breaking. Sir,
digital
your voice
system
is breaking.
design.
Uh,
See, actually, what is it? Git sir is saying that the digital system lab is laboratory. We are just having the value, and that finality score in the digital system design finality score. There is some GRE is mentioned, right? 0.1 percentage is calculated. So that is taken from the lab. That's what sir is saying.
yeah, got it. But in one term, I took DSD, and I am not taking DSD lab, so I am not getting then grade. After completing DSD
There
lab,
you will
I will
have
get a.
yes, as like the other courses, like you will get I grade in lab
Okay.
if you're not
So in
taking.
academia, it should be showing. It should show 4+1. It's showing 4 different and 1 different. Just I am intimating
Oh,
you,
that is
nothing.
the if you go with that is a part of that one. You check on the website.
Means both are
Integrated
integrated. Now means
course.
if I am
Yeah,
taking
both are
DSD, so
integrated. Both are
I have to
integrated.
I have to take a DSD lab also. Okay.
Yes, also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Any other doubts?
Yes, Aditya Prakash.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Sir,
evening.
I have a doubt. Will you teach test bench generation as well in the digital design
Yeah,
as
test
part of the
bench.
Verilog
We
STL?
are of course at the last we're going to study something about the test bench designing. Okay,
Okay.
and also
So,
maybe from
sir,
the week 2, I mean, from the graded assignments laboratory side also, you will give some lab experiment to design some module. We had asking you to design some module, and along with that, we ask you to test your results. So where you need to create the test bench. So basically, we'll give you the test bench. At some other case, we'll tell you how to create the test bench.
We are giving
And
the
anyhow, you'll
platform
get
used
some
for
idea
different
about test
platforms.
bench creating. Sorry, sir, please
okay.
proceed.
And
We
sir,
have given you
apart
the
from that,
particularly additional resources that like EDA playground. So we are giving you some test bench for that one. You have to implement your code. You have to implement your logic on that one.
okay, sir. And sir, will there be any practical tutorial for using the advanced softwares which are industry oriented, like Intel Cortex Prime, Xilinx Vivado, and Cadence?
That is available on the
IKRS.
online.
Yes, we are just using, I mean, not the tutorial based, but we'll tell you what compiler we are using for this. Basically, system verilog is one of the way to implement your HDL or iVerilog. So here you just try with iVerilog, IKRS you can use it, or else if you like willing to use system verilog also you use, or else you can use as you wish like Vivado or whichever you like.
Okay, sir. And sir, as far as application-specific integrated circuit design flow is concerned, we have front end and back end. So front end involves the Verilog and back end involves synthesis, DFT, physical design, gate level simulation, physical verification. Will all these topics will be covered in this course, or will there be any advanced course for this?
The back end synthesis up to synthesis we are doing, and I'm not sure about whether the front end is executable. We'll discussing with the professor regarding this also.
I think front end is
What
not
do you
discussed
expected
here.
in the front end?
Front end is not discussed here. A little bit idea, I think, in the last 11th and 12th week where we are designing we are going on the system on chip concept. So I think the idea will be provided by the professor, but we are not sure about that one. But mainly work on the back end.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, will we get access to real FPGA during lab session?
You
FPGA
repeat your
boards.
question.
Sir, do we get access to FPGA boards during lab session?
There are
In
the
the
particularly
in-person,
online cloud is
if
available.
you yeah.
Professor, you go with that.
Yeah, in the in-person lab is we are planning on it, and as the prof says, you can do the same process in cloud computing. So So we are trying to implement such a thing, FPGA implementation also.
We cannot buy a board and do on that, something like that.
You can, if you are curious to execute, if you are interested, you can. It may be minimum cost is I think nearly 30,000. I hope so.
Yeah.
And for Verilog simulation, will be recommended some desktop simulation software, or it is online simulator only?
Online simulator.
Okay.
You, I will tell you in the live session also to install the iVerilog on your own local system also if you like willing, or else in the you can use the EDA playground or HDL bits which is all available in the online. But EDA playground is a direct online tool you can able to run your simulation and synthesis.
Okay. So after completing the course, what a student can expect? I mean, he can design himself some FGA system
So
based on
we
the
are
requirement.
trying.
Hello.
Yeah.
Professor, you go. Continue.
Yeah, Prabhanjan, please continue.
Yeah, the question was that after completing the course, what a student can expect? Can he design a system, complete system on the FPGA platform based on the requirement? If any requirement is there that is meeting the needs, yeah. So he can do that part, or still he has to do some more courses in advanced degree level.
Actually, at the fundamental level, we can handle these things, and industry oriented level means you are expecting the if you are able to do the CPU implementation, then I hope you can handle all these things. So industry level expectation means.
Okay.
So for all the things we need to know how to do that. I mean, first of all, you need to know how to design it. Then timing analysis is required, and what are the which path which path will be the critical path, like analyzing of these critical paths should be required, and all these things to be done by on your side, right? And that's what we call as advanced timing analysis. We can discuss these things in the, I mean, by making a timing analysis plotting also, and for that you have to create the test bench and you have to implement. You can able to analyze it, and once you done by on yourself, I hope you can able to proceed all the things.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Those who are done, can you lower your hands?
Sure, go ahead with the queries.
Subhash, you have a
Venkatesh
query?
Bhaiya?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, so this is going to be a proper continuation of BDS.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is advised to even brush
And
up
the prerequisite
this.
is this particular course is before that for all this is a prerequisite. The digital system design is a prerequisite for this course.
Yes,
Yeah.
so it is advised to
Venkatesh Bhaiya?
brush up all the topics from BDS.
Come again?
I mean, we have to brush up all the topics in order to have a smooth experience with this course
Of
from
course,
BDS.
exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
And anyhow, we'll just give a brief introduction. I mean, about 30 to 40 minutes about this recap of digital system, and also,
Okay.
but ensure yourself whether you are clear in the particular topics. What are the things you are recapping, and if you are unsure, then okay. Otherwise, you please go that particular course and come back.
If you can you just name few topics from BDS which we have to be very sure about?
Basically, finite state machine modeling.
SMU
Okay.
have, and some particularly combination and
And,
sequential circuit you discuss. You basically touched up about that.
And I think timing analysis, static time analysis,
Yeah.
critical path
Yeah.
analysis. This is very important parts. We
Mhm.
have to emphasize. So, what are the things you are manually done, and that will be you can do in modular based designing and bring out that all the things here.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And where in the basic digital system you studied with the 1 bit or 2 bit or maximum level 4-bit level. Here you can do
Yes.
much multiple bits, say 32-bit,
8
64-bit.
8-bit, 16-bit, 32, 64.
Likewise.
Generalization occurs.
Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. No problem. Dhruv, Manjul.
Sir, this lab is online or on campus?
And I think it till 8 experiment will be online, and you have to come in person at the last.
Okay.
I'll just get. I mean, based on the
For
number
the
of
in-person,
quantity.
we will share the announcement after confirming with the professor. But for 8 week, there are 8 assignments are there. So that particularly 8 assignment will be online.
Okay, so we will have different sessions for labs.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Aditya
Your doubt
Prakash.
Dhruv, your doubt is clear? Okay.
Yes.
Aditya?
Yes.
Yes, sir, one small doubt. Sir, which CPU architecture are we going to implement in this course?
The basic CPU
Yeah.
architecture, not a specific CPU architecture.
Is it RISC-V?
See, actually, we are not trying to do that such a level of, some particular architecture like RISC or CISC architecture.
Basic
And
CPU
anyhow,
architecture.
you are just advancing your basic electronic systems to the advanced level. So that bridging gap only we are filling it out.
Okay, sir. Fine.
It is a basic CPU architecture. If you go to the advanced part, you can do by your own.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Another question?
Muthu,
Good evening.
good evening.
Sir, the on-campus lab part, it is distinct, separate from the theory part, right? So we can take this even at the upcoming term. It won't affect. I mean, it's not included for grade calculation also.
For which particular lab you are asking?
This DSD lab part.
No,
On-campus lab.
basically in the T-score, final T-score, that particularly 0.1 of the GARPA. If you check in the grading document, okay, so
Yeah,
it
it's
will be
only
the
for
updated one will be
AP.
updated on the website. So there is a 0.1 credit of that one.
So on-campus part is not included in that, right?
No,
It's a
on
separate thing.
campus part is basically the final T-score. I think published after the in-person lab.
But sir, based on the new structure, aren't the labs and theory made a separate course kind of thing? I mean, they won't.
It's not for every.
The one credit is put into separate, right?
It's not a separate course. Actually, both are combined course. It's actually integrated course.
Like for the signal system for the DSP, similar to this one.
Okay. Because I remember I think Sar or someone said like, even if we take a course this term, we can do this on-campus part on the next term. If
That
we
you
wish.
can do for the for the analog electronics. That is the separate registration for the analog electronics system and analog electronics lab. Okay, there are 2 registrations for that one. Okay,
Yes.
so in that case, what you do that you can do one course in the one term and one course in second term.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
but
so
that
these are
particularly only
integrated.
one registration is there.
Yes.
So how you can complete in the second term? Lab in second term.
Okay,
And
so
if you
these
are
are
not completed the
this.
lab in first term, so you have to complete, your score will not release, na? Because that particularly score, lab score will be included in the final T score.
Yes, sir. So these are integrated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Ankit.
Yeah.
Can we move to the next course? Intro to Python, please. Kubra or Levin, are you guys here?
Yeah, Sita, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Wait a minute, let me share my screen.
Okay. Meanwhile, let me also see how many of you are going to or willing to take Python next time. Can you just raise your hand? Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Oh, that's all.
Srikanth, I will.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Srikanth, 1 second. I just want to ask the same kind of question. May I know how many people are doing this time of digital system design? Can you please raise up your hands? Okay. Thank you.
A lot more.
Thank you.
Prabhu.
Actually, and I
Okay.
also asked how many we are taking the analog electronics. Okay. I think 7 or 8 only. Okay. Now you continue.
Shall I start with the syllabus? So, our content is divided among 12 weeks. So, course name is Intro to Python. And week 1 starts with Introduction to Python. We will see how to run a Python program, how to take input from the user, print output to the console. We'll read on variables, literals, etc. Then we will introduce to data types, different data types like int, float. And then we'll also go with the operators and expressions. As you have learned C programming earlier, this is very similar to C programming, but in Python syntax. That's it. And in week 2, we'll discuss variables in detail. There is something called dynamic typing. We'll discuss about dynamic typing. Then we'll also go with the escape characters and codes. And then we'll discuss in detail about strings, a data type, and different string methods. Then after that, we'll move on to if statement, elif, else block, etc. Then we'll also learn how to import libraries, Python libraries, when we write a program. And in week 3, we have while loop, for loop, and we also have a different type of loop, for loop with the range and without range. And this is something different from C. Then we'll see formatted printing. And then we'll move on to nested loops, a while loop inside a while loop or for loop inside a for loop, and more nesting. Then we'll also go with the break, continue, and pass. These three, something that support us in while loop and for loop to come out of the loop in different ways. And in week 4, we'll go with introduction to collections. So collections in the sense to store multiple values in a single variable kind of thing. We have something like list, set, etc. in Python, and also dictionary. All these collections we'll learn in week 4. And this will be an introduction, and in detail we'll learn later. And we'll also learn introduction to functions. I think you already know about functions. So in Python syntax. And after week 4, we'll have quiz 1. Okay. So in terms of the exams, we have quiz 1, no quiz 2. Then we have ET, intern. And we also have OPP exam, online proctored programming exam. 2 OPPs, OPP 1 and OPP 2. So OPP 1, okay, I'll come to that. So after week 4, we will have a quiz 1. Now, in week 5, we'll learn more about the collections, more functions, and then we'll also learn different types of functions. Also, functional programming, a different thing, and it will help us to write code in single line statements. So after week 5, we don't have contents in week 6 and 7. Rather, we'll have this is practice weeks. We'll release some mock exams related to online proctored programming exam, which is OPP. Okay. So we'll release mock exams so you can practice, because OPP1, the first proctored exam will come after week 7. So week 6 and 7, you will do all the revision, and then you will write the OPP1 exam. And for OPP1, the only eligibility criteria is you have to do the SCT. You have to complete the SCT process. You will get mail related to that. So OPP1 syllabus is till week 5, since no new concepts are introduced in week 6 and 7. Okay. After this, after OPP1, okay, we have week 8. Week 8 again, content. So you will read on file handling, reading and writing to files, and how to handle very big files, etc. And for OPP2, the second proctored exam, for that, the syllabus is week 1 to 5, we already learned, plus this particular week file handling. So this is the syllabus for OPP2, the second OPP. And the eligibility for OPP2 is you will take the best 5 out of first 7 weekly programming assignments, and that should be greater than or equal to 40. Okay. And also, yeah, I'll come to the quizzes part in each weeks. So in each week, you may have some graded assignments. So you have to submit that. Also, you will have graded programming assignments where you will write the code and submit it. Okay. So that is one thing that we take for eligibility for OPP2. And in week 9, we'll introduce you to recursion. You might have learned about recursive functions, same thing. Then some of the applications like searching, sorting, some algorithms, a binary search using recursion, etc. Then in week 10, we'll learn exception handling, how we can deal with exceptions. And then another important topic in Python, OOPS, object-oriented programming concepts. So you will learn about classes, objects, methods, some of the attributes, like how we can define a class, create an object, how to deal with object-oriented programming, and the main concepts like inheritance and method overriding. Not all the concepts are dealt here. Very few are discussed. Just an introduction to OOPS. Then in week 11, we have introduction to NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib library. This is not for end term. This is just an introduction to these libraries, because this is an Indo course. Very less things are here. And week 12, again, it is a practice week for OPP2 exam. So this is all about Python syllabus. Do you have any doubt?
Ma'am, how many quizzes you told? Only quiz 1, and quiz
Only
2 is
quiz
not
1.
there for Python.
Yeah.
Okay. And for till end term, week 10 syllabus is there, not week 11 and 12. Week 12 is just for practice for OPP2.
Right, right.
And what's the week 11? Means what we are going to do in week 11 then?
Week 11, you have content. You can learn NumPy, Pandas, these libraries. Week 12, we are going to do practice for OPP2.
Okay. And OPP1, the syllabus is means till what weeks OPP1 is coming? Week
Till
5.
week 5, yeah.
Okay. Acha, and one for quiz 1 till from which week to which week?
Week 1 to week 4.
Okay.
Okay. Any other doubts?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what I wanted to ask is that, like, Python will be taught from the very basics, like we were taught C programming, or will it be taken into consideration that if a person has already done C programming, so he already knows some things? Because to be very honest, I'm quite out of practice with C programming right now.
Okay, because here Python will be teaching from very basics. So this is a foundation course for DS program. So the live sessions and everything will be common to both DS and ES. And for DS, as this is a foundation course, we'll teach from the basics. So you don't have to worry.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
See the syllabus itself. We start from input and output and variables. Okay.
Ma'am, so we don't have any lab session for this Python programming course, no?
We don't have particularly lab sessions, but rather in every session we code.
No, no, not like that, ma'am. Like for C programming, we had a separate lab and other programming courses too. So do we have it for Python?
No, no, as of now, no.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
All right. I think those were the three who are going to take intro to Python next time. Thanks, Kubra.
Thank you.
So next course we will be taking up is sensors and applications. Vasundhara or Tony, can you present?
Okay, I hope you can see the screen.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this course code is EE3103 Sensors and Application. Okay, so it is a 4-credit course, okay, diploma type, and prerequisite is analog electronic systems. Okay, Professor Bobby George and Santaka sir will be handling the course. Instructors are Vasundhara madam and myself. Okay, this is the syllabus of the course. Module 1, which will be week 1 and week 2. It is about sensors. The types and characteristics of sensors will be dealt in module 1, which will be covering week 1 and week 2. Then module 2, you will be learning about mechanical and acoustic sensors. The different types of sensors that are used will be discussed in detail. The working principle, all those things will be discussed for all these sensors. Okay. Piezoelectric sensors, ultrasound sensors, all those. The working principle will be discussed in detail. And module 3, that is it will have magnetic and electric field sensors, that is Hall effect sensors, all those things will be discussed in detail in module 3. In module 4, you have light sensitive sensors, that is photovoltaic diodes, photoconductors, photodiodes. All this working principle will be discussed in detail. Module 5, you have thermal sensors, temperature sensors, thermocouples, all those things will be discussed in detail. And module 6, which will be the last 2 weeks, will be discussing interface electronics, noise, what will have, what are the different scenarios, all the noise, how noise affects, all those things will be discussed in detail in module 6. So this is the syllabus content. Then these are the textbooks that are prescribed by sir. But basically, the lecture videos and assignments are more than enough for getting a good grade in this course. The grading policy is like this. You have a quiz 1, quiz 2, and end term. Then eligibility to write the final exam is average of the best 5 out of first 7 weeks of weekly assignments. Scores should be greater than or equal to 40. And attendance in one of the quizzes is mandatory. Then this is the final, how the final score is calculated. You have average score in best 10 assignments out of first 11. Okay, so best 10 assignments out of first 11 will be taken into consideration. Then quiz 1 and quiz 2. And this is the formula, that is graded assignments, 10% weightage is given. Then maximum of 60% of final score plus 0.2, maximum of quiz 1 and quiz 2 if you have not taken any one quiz. And then 0.4 F plus 0.2 quiz 1 and 0.3 quiz 2. Okay, so this is how the T score will be calculated. Okay, 2 live sessions per week will be given. Okay, so if you have any questions, please ask.
Yes, Subhash.
Sir.
So
Yeah.
this is going to be more of explaining how each sensor work and the principles behind it. Right.
What will be the working principle of the sensors and how does it work? All those things.
The interface thing is just the last 2 weeks, it will be very less.
Interfacing last unit, some basic idea only will be given. Basically, it is about how the sensors works. What are the different types of sensors and how it works? What is the working principle?
Okay, so will you be even teaching about the measurement techniques and all?
What?
I mean, there are few measurement techniques, like how we measure voltage to its high precision.
Voltage measurement.
I mean,
I
not
don't-
only voltage measurement, but something related to sensors I have heard.
First 2 units, you will be studying about sensor characteristics like static characteristics, dynamic characteristics. Okay, all those things like hysteresis, accuracy, precision, all those things you will be studying. What are the different characteristics of a sensor? Then from second unit onwards, you will be discussing different types of sensors for each application. How to measure temperature, how to measure flow. Okay, in a pipe, what is the flow rate? How do you measure that? What sensor is used for that? So the working principle of that will have some mathematics. So based on that, some mathematics also will be there.
Thank you so much.
Krish, what is it?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, sensors and application course is also having a lab course. So, will that course will be having weekly assignments where we will have to make video like it was similar for analog lab, or will it be
No,
different?
no, it is an in-campus lab work. Students will have to come to IIT Madras for lab work. Tentative dates are given May 1st and May 3rd.
So, sir, there will be no weekly video assignments which
No,
we
no,
will have
no,
to.
no. 2 slots are given, May 1st and May 3rd. So 1 mark is for this thing is for attendance, and then you will have to give the you will have to do the experiment and give a report of the experiment. But that is in person, no weekly. Nothing.
Okay, sir.
It
Thank
is
you,
an
sir.
it is a practical lab activity in campus.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Are there any instructors here who can handle control engineering? Just a second, Muthu, I will come to you. Well, let me just clarify. Any instructor who is going to handle control engineering next term is present here? All right. So I think control engineering, we will be having another orientation session. But apart from that, we have almost finished all other 7 courses in the diploma level, right? Except the labs.
So we are not presenting control engineering today.
We are unfortunately instructor is not available, so it will not be covered today. Yeah, Muthu, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, my doubt is on this sensors subject. So, is Tony sir here?
Yeah. Tell me.
Yes. So, what about the mode, question mode of graded assignments and quizzes, sir? Are they like in previous term?
MCQ fill in the blanks. MCQ fill in the blanks. Quiz 1, quiz 2, end term, everything. Not subjective.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Aditya?
And sir, likewise, I have one doubt in digital systems design. Is Ankit sir or Prabhu sir here?
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The same doubt for our course also. the mode of exam
Yeah.
and graded
So
assignment?
for the graded assignment, MCQ.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, and
So,
we will
and
conduct the lab. That is another part. I think so. Lab, we will just give the task, and you have to supposed to submit your. I mean, in the portal itself, you have to supposed to submit your result.
Yes, sir. And the exams, are they subjective or
Yes.
objective?
Objective.
Okay. Yes, sir. And
If any
likewise,
modification, yeah, actually, if any modification will happen, means we will allow give the announcements earlier. Actually, so with the so far with the discussion with professor has discussed like this.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And likewise, sir, for should we make any video submissions or something like that, like the labs
No,
previously?
not
Or
like that. We not like this. Not electronic like based submission. You have to supposed to submit that code actually. Okay, and your code has to I mean, like Python, how you are submitting, right? That your code should
test
satisfy
results
all
should
the test
be.
case. Test case should be passed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and based on that
Thank
only
you.
your lab mark will be available.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Muthu, can you lower your hand? Yeah, Aditya.
Yes, sir. Sir, a small request that can we get a mail address of course instructors of digital system design, if possible?
Yes, digital system design myself, Prabhu. I hope you already have in the digital system itself. Okay, anyhow, Prabhu at study .iatm.ac.in.
Okay, sir. Sir, all small, right, Prabhu?
Yeah, yes. Similarly, Ankit sir, ANKIT. Ankit at study.iatm.ac.in.
Okay, sir. I noted. Thank you, sir.
You can connect through the Discuss forum directly if any questions after the open beginning of the course.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Sure, sir.
Yes, Prabhanjan. Now this is open for all courses, okay? So you can ask any question related to it.
Just have a general query on sensor courses. Why analog course is mandatory, a prerequisite? I mean, for this course, because I think in the foundation level also we have covered digital and analog some portion that can be also helpful. I think to take this course. But
Operational
still,
amplifiers are required.
okay.
Because most of the sensors, the first part will be it should not load the sensor, right? So operational
Yeah.
amplifier voltage follower will be the first part of most of the sensors.
Okay. Okay.
After sensing, it will be microvolt or very less voltage, right? So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
has to be amplified, right? So for
Okay. Yeah.
that,
Makes
you
sense.
will be using amplifiers, but normal amplifiers cannot be used because it
Okay.
is giving only very small voltage and you cannot load it.
Okay.
So special amplifiers like instrumentation amplifiers are required. Their instrumentation amplifier basically works with op amps. That is why AES is prerequisite.
Okay. Yeah. Understand. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Pradham.
So I was asking, is IITM means our degree is launching control engineering in this term or not? Means control engineering is being launched in this term, or it will be launching in the next term?
No, it is there this term. The course instructor is not there today. That's all.
Okay,
They
but
it will be
anyone can
discussed.
take. Okay. Okay.
It will be discussed when some other day maybe they will arrange.
Acha. Oh, got it.
All right. Any other queries from anybody? No? Okay. So then I hope all of you got what is required basically, right? So we, on a very lighter note, See, these orientation sessions are a kind of marketing. Okay? So we are here to sell our courses. So we will show what all you will be studying in the course and what all materials we provide and everything. Then it's you to decide whether to take the course or you do in the next step. So that's the motive of orientation session. But I hope most of you know this, but just pointing this out. Okay. So if you have any doubts, then we are here to help. So what courses, which one to buy, right? So then we can suggest you go with this course or that. Else, majorly, this is the main agenda of orientation system. So now, once the registration starts, you can choose all the courses that you wish to do in the upcoming term. Okay. So with that, I think we can end the session here if there aren't any doubts. All right. So thanks all for joining, especially all the course instructors who have shown up today and explained about your course. And also thanks to all the students who have joined this meet and also watching on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, have a great day. We will meet you guys in the courses in the chat. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.